Wanadhani asibongolala.
Tumejamu sijifanye uja notice.
Wanadhani asibongolala.
Tumejamu sijifanye uja notice.
Mwambie punde umechoka sana.
Today, I want to ask Kasongo the way Jesus used to ask the Pharisees. Ruto, between serving this man called Mwai, who we know is your friend, and serving these children in your background in Baringo County, among them, ni wapi ukisaidia utaona like umesaidia Mungu? Is it helping this guy who is your friend? We know it's not even about church. You are giving him the money because maybe alikusupport. 20 million in donation, 100 million and akuje State House anytime anataka na pick up ama na kanta, kuna pesa mingi sana. While these children wanakunywa matope, hata borehole hawana, hata classes hawana. And you think by now there is a Kenyan somewhere who think you are a Christian. Yesu alisema mtawajua kwa matendo yao. And matendo yako, William Samoei Ruto, it does not even go anywhere near the salvation. It goes all the way to the hell. All things you have done. Yesterday, we have the newspaper headline saying 1.3 trillion withdrawn in 7 months. In an economy that nothing is working. Alafu, Wakenya wakiangalia headline na waone unaenda cash 20 million na unaambia mtu aende na pickup zingine 100 million, Wakenya wanashindwa. God, what did we do to deserve such kind of punishment? Was it a punishment? Then, you justify your statement by saying you want to shame your detractors. The last time you used those words, ulikuwa unaambia watu unajenga makanisa because your distractor that time was Mganga Raila Amolo Odinga. Right now you are working with him. Hii kadi haitakula mara ya pili. My friend, if you go last week Monday to Sunday when you have 1.3 trillion withdrawn for nothing, my friend, it has been pure corruption. 144 million missing, 150 million missing, 3 billion, 2 billion every day. Hiyo ndio kazi. Dealership tupu. And you think this time round utakula na hiyo ukora. It will not work. My friend, sometimes kaga chini unajiuliza, why did you take the presidency? Yeah? Even a day like today, just pack your things and go home. Sema like hiyo umeiba itoshe. Yale umefanyia wa Kenya itoshe. You just go. Then the Kenyans will decide if they will pursue you after you have gone home. Because I don't think there is a Kenyan who is stupid enough not to see the conmanship in you, Ruto. These are your people who are drinking matope. While you are here, kufurahisha akina Mwai, your friends, because they campaigned for you with over 120 million Kenya shilling. And umebakisha miaka 2 uende kwa hawa watu wenye wanakunywa matope wanasomea nje, uanze kuambia ati their presidency inataka kuchukuliwa na watu wengine. Like, how can we be stupid as Kenyans? Yani, I'm telling you, even the people who came in that government, hata maminista wenye utaweka wapia, my friend, they will go and they will become useless like all the way wenye ulieka. Jiuliza wataalamu wote umeweka. Has anybody changed anything? Nothing. Awala ungekaa na wakora wako, mumalize Kenya kama mnataka kumaliza, wote mwende nyumbani. Because it's a shame. It's a shame. People don't hate you. They hate your action and they can see it. You are just a con. That's a fact.
Not allocate 20 acres of public land against the wishes of KDF. I'm looking at today's standard. And that is captured here very well. 20 acres in Nairobi of our land. Upatie pastor moja juu amekusifu. By the way, why didn't he give it to Pastor Lai? Because Pastor Lai told him he's corrupt. So when you are a pastor and you qualify because you have a cheering squad, you know Pastor Moi has mastered the art of Nairobi politics. He just meets his people early before the president comes and he whips them. And he turns the whole church into a cheering squad. And the more they cheer, the more the president gives. The more they cheer, the more they... That cheering squad there, by the Kenyans are planning to go and worship there on Sunday. We have made it very clear that they want to go and visit Pastor Moi. They want to go and worship in his church as well. And just understand why you would turn the whole church into a cheering squad. So it has become that if you want to become the president's friend, all you need to do is to come and cheer him and to preach in a way that makes him happy, because Pastor Mwai was preaching in a way that was making William Ruto happy. But on the issue of public land, be assured that maybe before I even moved to court, someone else would have moved to court. But on this one, we are challenged. You can do anything else with 20 million, 100 million. You know, it's our money. We have seen what's happening to schools in Baringo, by the way. You saw children are sitting on stones, others are sitting outside, and the head of state is donating a deposit of 20 million, and then he's promising another 100 million. So let it be very clear to everybody out there that Kenyans are not happy, and personally, I am moving to court because of the land issue.
Majama, hapa naye Orezo amecheza fulat. Mimi nakwambia ni bulanda. Ati anda kupatia church fulani shamba ya army. Yaani achukue shamba ya KDF apatie kanisa fulani. Bulanda. Sasa nani atasaini kupitisha hiyo shamba itoke kwa army iingie kwa kanisa? Nani atasaini kwanza? Hiyo ndio swali. Who will sign? Nani atasaini? Alafu unajua hata kama ndio CIC haimaanishi ati hiyo shamba inaweza kuwa dictated na msemo jamo. Lazima kuna protocol na procedures na fazifuatu wapi pale kwa army. Mimi nakwambia Kenya ni mafulat na bulanda. Mimi najua tu Orezo akiwa huko alikuwa anapiga wasema loketo. Ndio wase tu wampigie makofi, alafu ndio jamaa pia aingie. Lakini ati wapatiwe shamba ya army bulanda. Hiyo naye ni bulanda. Mimi nakwambia fulat hiyo. Watu wa army sasa wana moto. Chakula ilipunguzwa. Sasa mashake ndizo zinataka kupeanwa. Nakwambia sasa kwa arme watu wana moto. Mafulati zinachezwa huku na mabulanda ni mingi.
Madam Tuya CS Defense aliva, but masoja walileta shida mzee.
Kwa nini?
Masoja hawa chini kwa chini walileta shida mbaya.
Kwa nini?
Walisema hii uniform sasa imeanza kwa heshima. Sasa kitambaa lazima ufanye mazoezi miezi 9 hata uweze kuvaa kwa mwili. Mata ya rais anaoja anaanza kuvaa. Yaani hata analeta mpango ya kando kuvaa hiki. Sasa hata ukienda nayo vita Somalia unashinda unauawa kitu gani kumbe unaoa ile kisirani.
So Kenyans wameamua occupy Jesus Winner Ministry. This is all because of Ruto venye alifanya. So can you believe this? Watu wanalipwa less than a third of their salary. Wanalipwa less than a third, which is unconstitutional and unfair. Na hakuna kitu inatendeka. But Ruto anachukua hizi pesa 20 million Kenyan shilling. Anapeleka ati kwa church, ziende zikakue build. Ana donate yani kwa church. Labda ana pledge ati ata donate more. First, SHA haifanyi. Private hospitals wamekataa kutumia SHA kwa sababu government imekataa kuwalipa. Alafu kuna watoto wanasomea chini ya mti. Kuna place yenye hata watu hawana maji. Alafu the best thing Ruto anaona ati achukue 20 million Kenyan shilling and yakapeleke kwa church. That does not even hurt much. Saa kitu yenye inauma ni ati the past less than 8 months Ruto had withdraw 1.3 trillion Kenyan shilling. Na kuna kitu tumeona hii imefanyikaje. Alafu then anachukua hizi 20 million anapatiana tu hivyo ni kama zawadi. Achukua hii 20 million. Yaani yeye alienda kutoa 1.3 trillion Kenyan shilling ndio aende akirusha pesa hivi kama.
Hi. It's been a while. And I'd actually said wacha nipumzishe siasa kidogo. But yesterday I saw my president in, I don't know whether it was in Taita, someplace in Coast. Akitoa mafumbo. Some new saying, methali he had learnt in Mombasa. One was nyege ni kunyekezana. Another one was uaminifu ni kutiana or something like that. I said no. And I said no. No, that's not what I voted for. No, Mr. President. Bill, that's not what I voted for. SHA has become a huge quagmire for Kenyans. It was meant to be a pleasurable solution, health solution for this country. We saw Karen Nyamu. She was in church and she tried to introduce the topic of SHA. And we saw adults who told her, apana, you hatutaki kusikia. And then we saw her shamelessly say that, oh, if that's the case, then I don't want to be invited to any health harambe. University students, Gen Zs, are still up in arms about their funding. We had promised that HELB would be a grant and not a loan. Instead, something else was introduced. There's basically so much that needs to be achieved. There's a lot happening that needs presidential attention, so to speak. We've got Ma community trespassing into the Mara and fighting with lions for grazing land. And so what they have done in the last 6-7 months, they have killed about 6 pride leaders, which means the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife, imesleki. But meanwhile, our president is in Mombasa, akituambia nyege niku nyegezana. I don't know why we have started early campaigns. There was a time I sent out a message and I asked him, President Ruto unafanya nini juu ya magari? And he's back on top of magari. The money that it costs the taxpayers for these county so-called working tours is not worth it. Wezi kuniambia President Ruto ameenda working tour Mombasa na ameacha Mombasa vile aliipata. Ameacha Kwale vile ameipata. We can't have the president going to open sokos. We cannot have the president going to open a stream of classrooms. We cannot have the president going to open a borehole. So what's the work of a cabinet secretary? What's the work of a principal secretary? What's the work of the MP? What's the work of the governor? I would expect if the president had gone to Mombasa and he had opened tambo that pumps water from the sea, cleans it up, and is pumping water to the inland to us here in Nairobi, so that we both homes in Mombasa, Kilifi, Taita, all the way Ukambani, Nairobi, and even the Mara, we have boreholes and or whatever holes of water, being pumped out from that same line. If he had gone to open a mtambo like that one, a desalination plant, then I'd say, hoorah, Mr. President. But we cannot be spending 500 million, because I'm telling you on average, that's the cost of every trip he does to a region. When he goes to Kisumu, ujue 500 million imebwagika. He goes to Western, 500 million imebwagika. He goes to Coast, 500 million imebwagika. Na inabwagika aende afungue soko ya 50 million. 500 million inatumika aende afungue soko ya 50 million, apati MP wa Kisauni 10 million. I'm tired. And all these campaigns are for what? Munaogopa Rigiji. I thought Rigiji was impeached. I thought Rigiji cannot vie for another 10 years. Na kama munaogopa Rigiji, why is Murkomen antagonizing Martha Koome by having her security detail removed? Why would you antagonize judiciary? In fact, Mr. President, if I can tell you, your biggest problem will not be Rigiji. Your biggest competitor will not be Rigiji. People are actually waiting for Matiang'i. My own mother, who is in Kilifi County, that's where they have settled, actually asked me, kama ni kweli Matiang'i anasimama na huyo ndiye mtu. According to her, that's an old woman. Kenyans are not thinking about... We saw Rigiji announce that if he's able, he'll vie for the presidency. And we saw some of his supporters posting and saying, hawataki hizo jokes. So what are you doing? What is the president doing campaigning out there, wasting money? Ni nini kubwa alifungua Kisumu? Ni nini kubwa alizindua Western? If he had gone to Kisumu, and he had gone to Northeastern, and he had gone to Western, and he had taken 10 new dialysis machines, 10 new cancer treatment machines, whatever they're called, then we would say that 500 million was worth it. And it wouldn't even need such a big entourage of 20 vehicles escorting him there, and 20 officials, and 20 helicopters flying above for his security. He went to Northeastern and spent a whole week there. And then right now, what's trending on TikTok, as a 2-3 days ago, was a picture of some 4 young men who were carrying their mother, who was having postnatal bleeding. And we all know how dangerous that is. And they were carrying her on a key stretcher, a makeshift one. And they had walked from 11, and it was 6 o'clock when they were being filmed, and they had not yet even reached to a hospital. So ilikuwa ina maana gani president akite camp wiki nzima Northeastern, and then we still have a case like that? Zile ma mobile unit za Margaret Kenyatta ziko wapi? I mean, you can't say though that was her project, so now they're out of now she's out of power, so throw those things away. Those things were bought and maintained by our taxes. An ambulance, that rescue ambulance, should have gone to meet that family halfway. Kuna haja gani ya SHA? Kama watu bado wanabeba watoto mama zao, mama ana bleed na watoto ndo wanambeba, and the whole day she has walked, and the president was in that region. Do you people understand when I say 500 million for supposed work tour, and there's nothing to show for it? Is not worth it. Mr. President, that is not what we voted for. That's not what you promised us. And I cannot keep quiet. I know people will say, oh, she's now bitter because she has not been given a job. Be it as it may. We cannot have a country that is stagnating at the same rate as it has been. Yet, we championed your presidency on the platform of actual, verifiable change for the common mwananchi. If we had started a desalination plant in Mombasa, you wouldn't have needed to bring people like Joho on board. The guys of Coast would be yours. Mungekuwa munanyegezana sahi vizuri sana. You wouldn't have needed Joho. They would see the plant still in process, construction process, and there would be hope. Now wangekurudisha 2027 ndio hata kama ingekuwa ijaisha, although I don't see why it wouldn't be finished within 5 years. Iyo maji ingekuwa sahi inapita through the Mara national, ile moto ilikuwa national park jana na juzi. It wouldn't be, because the place, we are heading to another drought. From what I'm seeing, it's hot, it's dry. I saw an update, a weather update, saying that there are some cyclones that are pushing the clouds away from East Africa. We're going to go back into another hard season without rain. Yet if we had a desalination plant, Kenya would be smiling. Israel is surviving on desalination plants. They're pumping water from the Mediterranean. People are farming. So, kabla hatujanyegezana na kabla hatujasema uaminifu ni kutiana, can we have some of the promised developments? I've got nieces and nephews who are wondering what next, because university funding is yet to be sorted. Yet we had said help would be a grant, it wouldn't be a loan. When are we going to sort that out? Some of us had openly championed for SHA. Tulitetea SHA. Sahi unasikia mtu akiongea habari ya SHA unaangalia chini. Yet SHA in principle is an amazing product, an amazing idea. But you've got your PS Kimtai, who is more bothered about prosecuting some woman who was annoyed because she didn't get the services that she feels she deserved, than to looking at the system and calibrating SHA to cater to the needs of the feedback from Kenyans. Mi mambo ya kwenda juu ya magari, You started early campaigns. Muna campaign na watu kama akina Matiang'i wako New York. What about when they land? And by the way, the KK manifesto, as we saw Mehdi Hassan tell the majority leader, Kimani Ichung'wah, in one of the most embarrassing interviews for this country, KK made a total of about 270 something, or did he say 80 something promises? And Kimani Ichung'wah couldn't even mention one. There are achievements. Bei ya chakula imeshuka, bei ya mafuta imeshuka, but those are not the achievements that even if Mr. President yuzunguka county zote, ukituambia vile nyege ni kunyegezana, hakuna mtu atanyegezana na wewe, by the way. Because your promises were so real and they touched to the very fundamental being of a Kenyan. And people are still waiting for those promises. Mafumbo zako, comeback zako, hazita kusaidia safari, Mr. President. Wacha kudanganywa na watu. These people who love going around with you, they love going around with you because they're getting allowances. They're just having fun on the road. So they will not tell you, Mr. President, let's not go around the country. They don't tell you, let's save these finances, let's do 1, 2, 3. Your CS Finance is about to release the budget. And I can tell you, Genz wanakungoja. Your your cabinet secretary of gender has not even bothered to reach out to the Genz. Mr. President, nyege ni kunyegezana, lakini nakwambia, sioni mkinyegezana na watu 2027. Shuka kutoka kwa magari.
Tazidi kuongea kwa niaba ya Kenya.
Nianze wase, mkufiti, manze unajua history ni ngori. Youths hapa mtaani hatuna ma ID. ID ni kitu ya maana, tunafaa tukue nayo.
We as a Genz, we've talked, we've marched, we've fought for change. But what is all this if we don't show up where it matters?
We the Genz are the pulse of this country. The future is in our hands.
Lakini bila ID, that power is not.
Hii ID is more than just a card. It's the key to opportunities. Ni ufunguo to freedom, the change we have been waiting for.
Why is an ID important? It is because you cannot vote without an ID card. So if you don't have an ID card, one, you do not exist in this country.
As you can see, they are mocking us. What are they saying? That sisi tuko tu pale online, lakini kura ni kwa ground. Now, what can we do? Let's register for our IDs. And for you to register for your ID, you can visit your chief's office because they have all that power with them. Again, we have over 900 registration centers across the country. We have 55 Huduma centers. And then we have 360 sub-county offices.
We account for about 70% of the population. That means if we vote, we get to choose who will be our leader.
2027 will be our moment as the Genz. Ngoja kwanza. We work hard, we push our boundaries, but when it comes to choosing the leaders to determine our future, we are not involved anywhere. Our voices, our numbers zetu hazimati maze. So what are we supposed to do? Go get your ID, register as a voter, and then come out and vote in 2027. It's that simple.
My fellow young people, the Genz, it is high time we understand the politics of our country. We must understand what role politics play in our lives. And until we get politically mature, we will always be maneuvered, swayed, or deceived into supporting people politically, those who don't have Kenyan interest at heart.
2027, without your ID, you will not be able to vote. What are you doing without your ID? I will urge all of us to hold each other accountable. Uliza mzae, uliza madhe, uliza beshte yako kama kona ID.
The cost of living is going high. They are killing us and abducting us every day. What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to send them home. How are we going to send them home?
You make sure you have your ID for 2027 so that we make sure we pump new blood of good leadership and are good leaders and have a better country because our motherland is where we are.
Identity yetu, Kenya ni yetu.
Our future, our choice.
Identity yetu, Kenya ni yetu.
Identity yetu, Kenya ni yetu. We can do this, guys.
Twende tukapate ID bana. Mimi mwenyewe niko na ID yangu. Here's my ID. Salute you all.
To my fellow young Kenyans, if you are not a registered voter, please make the time to go and register as a voter. Because Kenya's future depends on you and me. So how do you register? There are IEBC offices in every constituency, and that is where you register. So please find the location of the IEBC office in your constituency and register. All you need to carry is your identification card or your passport. There are those who are saying that Huduma centers are registering voters. Huduma centers do not have an IEBC desk as of now, maybe later. So please go register and let's prepare to save Kenya together. And for those who have registered, please go to the IEBC portal and verify your details. Please.
Now, so some of you are very wicked. And I don't have up to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Some of you are my village people. You are my village people. I will not hide mouth. All of you are my village people. You are the one that is following me. Go and subscribe to my YouTube to prove to me that you are not my village people. Thank you.
Wa Kenya. Ati Trump aliweka Biblia chini akaanza kazi. Na kuna mwingine aliweka Biblia chini akaanza wizi. Nyinyi mutakujiwa. Nyinyi ongeeni tu hivyo.
By the way, guys, if y'all have not realized, Trump has been a sworn-in president for less than 48 hours. But the changes he's already making are massive. Like, he's making big decisions in less than 48 hours. In less than 48 hours, amemaliza LGBTQ. Amesema huko kuna gender mbili peke yake, male and female. In less than 48 hours, amerudisha TikTok. In less than 48 hours, anyway, na kuna huyu wenyu anafanya campaign. Anafanya campaign. Ai. Mungu tusamehe. Anafanya campaign. Anafanya hey.
Mheshimiwa William Ruto, wewe ni mwizi. Msaidizi wako ni mwizi. Na lazima tunaomba kwamba Mheshimiwa William Ruto, omba wa Kenya msamaha. Omba wa Kenya msamaha kwa sababu ya yale maovu ambayo uliyafanya na Wakenya wanaumia.
We will not tire. We will not be scared. Tuko tayari. Polisi wajitayarisha mpaka jioni. Ni kukimbiana hapa na pale. Wanasa kwame. Wanasa ai. Wanasa wololo. Wanasa.
Enda pole pole. Cool down. We are not cooling down any soon. In fact, it might get hotter.
We will consolidate. Kisungu kubwa. And after we consolidate, we will strategize.
Here I come.
Oh,
here I come.
Oh.
Hello.
And don't buy into the political rhetoric of trying to divide you into tribes.
Yes.
Our problems are not tribal. There is no Kikuyu problem, there is no Kalenjin problem, there is no Luo problem, there is no Somali problem. There is no Kamba problem.
Yes.
Chief share knows no tribe. The university funding model knows no tribe.
Yeah.
Joblessness knows no tribe. All these problems that we point out,
yeah,
they do not know any tribe.
The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love to sue. What song? Yeah, that song. That song? Maybe I think about it. Oh, no. Know what? I slow it down. Say, ladies, do me this solid. Ooh.
Kusambaza hiyo message. Thank you. Fagia?
What?
I'll take it to all the corners. You take it to the entire nation. Yes. Eh? Yes. It is a very solid car. Thank you, sir.
Ndugu yangu,
God bless you.
fagia wote.
Kazi yangu.
Asante. Good luck, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. Good luck. All the best.
Thank you, sir. It's time for a fresh start. Tunafagia wote. Your Excellency.
Aya, alafu matopare. Okay, matopare. Matopare. Topa. Matopare. Matopare. Topa.
Tazidi kuongea kwa niaba ya Kenya.
She asked me, baby, where you from? I told her, Kenya.
I beg of us, I really want to beg of us today, as the chair of UDA, let's stay focused to what it is we promise those hustlers. Because if we don't deliver, those hustlers will send us out of power, and they'll send us with vengeance. So let us talk about roads, electricity, education, health, pipes. Let's tone down on the politics. It is not healthy. It is not healthy. It is the wrong time.
Kuna nchi inaweza sikia kuchukua William Ruto. Wanaweza mchukua kwa sababu sisi wananchi, we don't need him. Ametuchosha. Ama nyinyi mjachoka? Mjachoka na Ruto? Ule mtu anataka kuchukua William Ruto, you can take him for free, take Wetangula for free, take Mudavadi for free. Tunawapea hizo takataka zote waende waongoze if they are good to you.
Majenzi mko? Kazi mnafanya kwa mtandao ni mzuri sana. Na tunapongeza nyinyi. Na muendelee. Mtaendelea. Lakini mtandao peke yake haitoshi. Tunataka mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Wale watu ambaye watakomboa Kenya hii, wenye kuamua Kenya itaongozwa namna gani, ni hao majenzi wetu mwaka wa 2027. Lakini hamwezi amua Kenya itakaa namna gani kwa simu peke yake. Lazima mchukue vitambulisho, lazima mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Siku hiyo ikifika muamuke saa 9, muungane na sisi na wengine, tuende pale kwa debe, tutafute uongozi wa maana ambaye utaheshimu wa Kenya, utaheshimu demokrasia na utakubali kufanyia kila mtu maendeleo. Tumekubaliana majenzi?
Hata nasahau tarehe ni gani. Mimi siko na tarehe kwa kalenda. Na mimi hata sina haja nayo. Mimi chenye niko nayo ni serikali ya 2027. Huyu mkata ushuru tumtoe. Na tuungane si wote.
Meta vile naona nisha reject tu hiyo finance bill 2025. Ningoje tu date ya maandamano. Juu mambo yendi bana. Mimi hata wafanye nini? Mimi nisha reject. Mufanye nini? Nisha reject. Mufanye nisha reject. Nime reject. Mtoe date ya maandamano sasa.
And we are not alone. There's a new force of nature at hand, stirring all over the world. They are the young people whom, frankly, we have failed, who are angry, who are organized, who are capable of making a difference. They are a moral army. And the most important thing that we can do for them is to get the hell out of their way.
Kwanza mimi ikifika 2027 naiba mpaka kura ya madhangu na budangu. Sitaki warudi tu huko tena. Sima youth church anuka. Madha zetu bado Ruto unaenda home na 13 parliament tunaivunja. Wende home wote tuanze fresh.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm here to address you. You must go. Ruto must go. Kwapa na hatuendi. Kwapa tunalala huku na hatuendi. We don't fear you guys. You hypocrites. We don't fear you. Mr. Speaker, we don't fear you. Tuko ndani. We stomped inside. Sisi ni nani? I'm inside. Niko ndani. Na tunamalizana na nyinyi. Tunamalizana na nyinyi. Mmetutesa sana. Today is today. You must hear our cry. Sisi ni sisi. Mtatusikiza. Hii ni bunge yetu. Sisi tumewafanya mkuu hapa. This is our parliament. You must hear us. Kama hamna masikio, tutawafanya msikie. Poa manze.
Shan nini? President tunataka kuambia uko na miaka 2 katika ofisi. Na hawa wananchi hawa they will punish you na hata ukiwa na pesa kwa kutoa nje.
Wacheni tu mimi niseme na mapema. Ndio kama kuna list na andiko mniweke kwa list. I can't wait to reject Finance Bill 2025. I can't wait because I know it will be something absurd. It will be something mental. I can't wait. Mniweke kwa list jameni. List reject.
Idiots who don't want to participate in the affairs of their nation, they think things will just work in and of themselves. Then they are tribalists. And these tribalists, they think that they are only safe with people who are from their tribe. And tribe can mean people from the same culture, same language, or same culture. Then they are citizens. These are individuals who are responsible and know that when you want to be served, you must give those who have the desire and the intellectual capacity to serve you. In many societies, it is only a small percentage of people that can be called citizens, not more than 5%. And if a society wants to grow in the right direction, civic education is what will help the idiot and the tribalist to become a citizen.
Mungu yetu itoe Ruto Kenya, hata kama angalau na jali. Sisi Kenya tumechoka na Ruto, maisha imetuharibikia, analipisha mpaka sodo ya wamama. Pure kabisa Ruto. We don't like you, go home. Sasa tafuta kiongozi ambaye anapenda mwananchi na anapenda kijana kama sisi.
They want to be described as honorable even when they are horrible. They acquire things which they have not worked for. They promise us things that they know they will never deliver. And there is no shortage of such men and women in the African continent.
Now,
Hey.
Why do you want Ruto gone?
We want Ruto gone because he is killing innocent people. He's wanting to pass the Finance Bill 2024. He's putting tax on sanitary products that girls can't even buy. He can't go to school. He's corrupt. He's taking the money. He needs to go.
Yes.
Out. If you're going to raise anything, start with your hairline.
Nice.
Control, Alt, Delete, Ruto. The drunk did better than you. Drunkard did better than you.
Now the next election,
yes.
Unajua hawa ndio watakuwa nasema fagia wote ama mtasema namna gani? This generation,
yes,
they use their might because they didn't vote, the largest vote in the last election.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mengi. All I want to say is Ruto must go like yesterday. Bye.